Am I the asshole for refusing to let my boyfriend have my bank account info to make a purchase? Honestly, I gave mine to my wife when we were like 6 years in our relationship, and she forgot about them. I love her, okay? And personally, it's something that is kind of normal in a relationship. Like, you need to both have your own account, and you need to have a conjoint account, like an account that you're doing and you're having money in that together for couple project. That may be like renovating the house, changing the main driving apparel of your household, not even vacation. We have a fourth account, which is our vacation account, where we just put money in ahead of time. When we go into vacation, we're spending that money, and we like, it's like a debit credit one, so that if we go into vacation and we spend too much, it's gonna be around 7 for Monster Hunter Royal. And like tonight we're going with Rendos, but if you're down to play with us, Friday we're playing with community people, so you can hop in however you wish. We start at 6 and it's first come first serve. Well, 7 because we're talking before that. And so yeah, like we have a fourth account, which is our travel account, and it's something that is super important for me to have, like these conjoint account, the one for the big, and to see the bad luck coming, and to be able to pay for the stuff that are important but that are like family wise made, are made for the family anyway. You understand what I mean? The travel account is basically credit debit in the way that if we have to go travel, we can spend this one. Once it's at 0, it can even go in the negative, but once we're back home, we need to we stream Rise like twice a week, thrice a week, and Warframe twice a week, thrice a week, about that. So we basically like have this we have it made this way so that like once we come back, before we are able to put money on the side for the next vacation, we have to pay for the last one. And up to my own POV, it's probably the best way to do so. By the way, Felix, if you're not yet on our Discord, like we changed Discord, it's now the Armada, and we have a section for Warframe, we have a section for Rise. Well, not Rise, just Monster Hunter in general, but at the moment it's mostly Rise. And yeah, we're trying to build up some better group to be able to play together with that. Like, we have it chilling at the moment. I want us to have a party. It's basically my idea there. I want us to be so many that it's gonna be possible to have one stream where we play with players that are from the player base of the Armada, and we have like 1 or 2 other group of players that are also from the community and running their own run on their side, so that it's possible also for the people that would like to play with some competent other hunter to just easily find some people that would be down to go with them. You also play Warframe, so it might be a good place for you. I mean, you remember when we were talking together the first few times, Felix? I told you you need to find your niche. Those are niche in which I'm going to be like I love those niche. I love these kind of game, and since it's my gaming time and it's grindy, like that's pretty much all what I have the time to grind. So we have that, and on Wednesday we will do some things that have nothing to do with those 2 grindy games. Yeah, that's our plan, short midterm. And am I the asshole for refusing to let my boyfriend have my bank account info to make a purchase? I, female 31. I've been with my boyfriend, male 37, for 8 months. God, okay, that's only 8 months. Already, I'm down to say that she's not the asshole for that. He has 3 kids and is a single dad. We're on pretty good term regarding almost everything. When it comes to money and spending, we take turn to invite each other out weekly. We don't live together, obviously. Several times he had me pay for his kids' purchase. I didn't make a big issue out of it for the sole reason that those purchases were relatively small. All I had to pay was $30-$60. That's fine. The other day he called me while I was at work and sounded like he was in a hurry. He said he just found the gaming device he's been looking for so long and wanted to buy it for his oldest son. I asked what this had to do with me, and he told me he was short on money and needed $300. He asked me to lend him $300, and I hesitated but agreed. He asked for my bank account info so he could pull the money, but I refused and told him to wait for me until I get there. He insisted and said he would handle it. All I had to do was just send him my bank account info after I end the call with him. His insistence made me uncomfortable, so I still said no and told him to either wait or I won't pay. He got mad at me saying he didn't get why I was acting like this. He got so loud, I had to hang up. God. Very bad start. That's for me, like, it's a shiny red light, okay? Let's go. I found him sitting outside after I went home. He was waiting for me and was extremely upset. He asked why I didn't just send him the account info so he could pull the money we agreed on. I told him I don't feel comfortable letting anyone have my personal info, especially when it comes to finance. He got offended and say, I'm not just anyone, I'm your freaking partner. Good enough, but like, you're not living together yet and you don't have a conjoint account, so yeah. Then went on a rant about how he ended up not paying the game device after looking for it for so long, and now his kid is mad at him and it's her fault. It's not her fault. You're the one. I'm sorry about that. Like, guess it's gonna sound so wrong, but I know it's hard for some people. But if you don't have the money sitting in your account to buy a console, it's not a need. It's something you want. It is something you want for sure. But what you can't buy should, if possible, not be a need. I'm not talking about crazy poverty. Like, I'm not talking you are not able to buy food. If you're not able to buy food yet, like, buying food is a need and you can buy it. That's fine. Like, that does not fit with that. But like, anything that is not like one of your basic needs, having a house over your head, or like any roof, being able to like wear some clothes when you go out, being able to, yeah, it's apparently legally obligatory to wear some clothes when you go out. Okay, if you can not put food, like, cover the needs. And if you don't have enough money to buy a console and you have to beg to some point your partner to get this $300, and you're not even willing to agree to the condition of the partner, don't put that on their back. You're the one that did not have those $300 loose to be able to make that purchase. So wishing that purchase was probably where it was wrong at first. We had a fight, then he left and told me I'd better have an apology for him and his son next time I call his phone. But you? Like, okay, she's now a free lady, okay? Like, 8 months? 8 months? Do not back up this kind of stupid thing. I hope she just dropped him. 8 months, you have to deal with his 3 kids. You pay sometime, but that's fine. Like, if you ever plan on being like the woman model that they will have in their head, in their life, or like the adult model they will have in their life, it's normal to some point. But like, this kind of big spending, if you didn't plan it, she's not exactly, she's not a sugar mama. It's clearly not a sugar mama. The guy is like 6 years old more than her, and in our society, it's something that's gonna sound so stupid, but like, men's are getting paid more for equivalent or easier task than women. Okay, so we live in these kind of societies, so I don't understand, like, it's a situation where he was hoping to get something spent, like a spending go onto her account, and then it's clearly disclosure that this will happen more and more often after that moment. Like, if she accepted that eventually, and I know this is like prêter des intentions, giving him some intention, but like, that happened now. Next thing, he's gonna spend $100 and not tell her. She's gonna notice, and there's gonna be another crisis later. So like, she just avoided a whole other problem. I think so. I haven't called yet, but I feel like I acted stupidly and irrational. No, you didn't. I think I should have just given him the info and he asked for. I don't know if I made the right decision, and let's go. Like, oh, not the asshole, and she's just like, yep, nope. Wow, so I left this thread after the first hour, but got back an 100 of people engaging. Wow, I'm just amazed. And since many of you wanted to know what happened, went to his place and talked to him and his oldest son. Turns out that the gaming device thing was a lie. He wanted the money for something else, to help pay for one of his buddy's car's repair. It's even worse. It is even worse. Oh man, I was shocked when he confessed and said he had to lie to make it about his kid to get me to lend him the money. You can only imagine my reaction after this. I just blew up at him and left without giving him any chance to respond. He tried calling my phone, still trying, but I decided I want some space to think about what happened and really reevaluate our relationship. It's true that he had me pay for the kid in the past, but after what I found, I wouldn't put him past that. Those, yeah, exactly. Wearing for the, yeah. As I haven't seen the stuff he said he bought for them. Oh my God, it's even worse. I mean, it's no. I love the kid. I adore them, but him, he has hurted me. So, wait, I'm not sure I could come back. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, now that you know that you've been used, I don't know. It's not impossible to forgive someone, but to some point, honestly, being 8 months in a relationship with someone, lied to, feeling used, I'll tell you something that is probably not gonna go the way you expect, okay? First off, she's not the asshole. He's a total jerk. He's totally an asshole, okay? No, we cannot have him get a lobotomy. There's still like 3 kids that are depending on him for now, sadly. So what I could recommend that man, maybe to find a rich old woman. So that this would make more sense as a story than like go in with someone younger than him and begging for cash. Like, this is something that is very sad, and honestly, since she already got backstabbed and she's not even living with him, I can tell you this relationship is pretty much done. Thanks a lot, Mazoku, for the hosting. It's so appreciated, my friend. And so this makes no sense. Other point I have to bring though, and that's gonna sound very stupid. Thanks for the grandma self-care time. There is a point in your life, and I don't think 31 is old enough to be at that point, where every effort you put into something, you're like, this energy, this time I spent with someone now feels wasted if I stop it. But I don't think that at this moment she's deep enough in the relationship so that she won't be able to get out, even at 31. That sounds stupid, okay, but like, what, 18 and you get out with, you find yourself a girlfriend or boyfriend, and it turns like shit. It's kind of easy to stop things. You're like, yeah, I still have the life in front of me, I'm still going well and everything, so you can run away. Okay, but the older you get and the more you're like, my prime time is gone. Okay, and I don't think at 31 it's too late for her, but there's a moment where you're like, if I'm not able to make it work now, I might be too old with the person that I'm going to be able to make it work in the future. So it gets scary to feel alone or to be alone by yourself. But I think 31 is still like, you still have way long enough to go to be able to find someone else, to find some commitment and find some, what's the word? When you're able to like carry for your own mistake, being like, being able to say something to someone like, I'm sorry, and really think it, actually, things like that, you know? So yeah, she's not the asshole, and like, he's a total jerk ass. Like, run away from the jerk. It's still time. I'll leave it at that. Oh hell no, I love it. Like, look, that answer. You've been with him for only 8 months and he's already demanding that you lend him money and give him your bank account info. Sound like me, like those small purchases he got you to do for the kid stuff, where his way of softening you up so he could later on request a big purchase. Yeah, next. You didn't actually act irrationally. Like, I love the fact that it's totally back. He hacked abusively by shouting and yelling when you said that you're not comfortable. He trampled all over a boundary that any reasonable person would completely understand. So again, oh hell no. And I'm sorry for the Texan way to go there, but clearly it's not a bunch of red flag. That this is a freaking like rose bouquets of red flag. Done. Like this relationship, I have a feeling it won't go for a long time. Are we ready for a second one? And yes, exactly. Like I agree with you, Waterfly, for the fact that like he needs a sugar granny. There's no point.